Here's your latest news for Red Deer and Central Alberta. Several Alberta post-secondaries are teaming up to turn construction waste into paving stones. Red Deer Polytechnic, the Northern Alberta Institute of Technology, the Southern Alberta Institute of Technology, and a Calgary company are all working together on the project. The two-year venture aims to create sustainable paving stones to address the growing environmental challenge of asphalt shingle waste.
This material ends up in landfill and they don't biodegrade at all. So what is another way that we can look at using these? So not only for diversion of landfill waste, but reducing the amount of emissions in terms of this material.
The schools hope to create a commercial production unit capable of producing 9,000 paving stones per hour. RDP says students will be involved every step of the way.
I think it's really exciting that we are working with Nate and Sate, enhancing our ecosystem and really demonstrating the power of collaborative applied research and the applied research that comes from the polytechnics.
Students will also test simulation models to optimize heating profiles and anti-stick surface technologies. The project is being funded in part with a $450,000 grant from Emissions Reduction Alberta. Elections. Red Deer is hiring ahead of the municipal election. The city is looking for workers to assist at polling stations and to hand count ballots during advanced polls and on election day. These are paid temporary positions. Applications will be open until September 12th. The election takes place on October 20th. For more information and to apply, visit elections.reddeer.ca. The former Peavey Mart building in Red Deer is up for sale. The flagship store served as the retail chain's headquarters. It first opened in 1967 under the name National Farmway. It was renamed Peavey Mart in 1974. The location includes a purpose-built Peavey Mart that opened 3 years ago. The property is listed for $12.5 million and includes almost 6 acres of land. It was announced in January that Peavey Mart would be closing nationwide. The Sylvan Lake Gulls are West Division champions for the first time in franchise history. The team is now advancing to the WCBL final. The Gulls took down the Okotoks Dogs 8-4 last night in a 2-game sweep. In the East, the Regina Red Sox and Saskatoon Berries are tied at 1 game each. Game 3 goes tonight and will determine who the Gulls will face in the final. Ponoka surfer Bailey Rush just keeps racking up the wins. This weekend at the 2025 World Games, Rush made history by winning the sport's first gold medal in women's wake surfing. It was the first time wake surfing was included in the World Games. Rush is a 6-time world champ, a 3-time Canadian champ, a U.S. champ, a European champ, and now a World Games champ. Well, volunteers are wanted for next year's FIFA Men's Soccer World Cup. Applications have opened. Thousands of volunteers are needed in Vancouver and Toronto and multiple areas, from fan experiences to event logistics. In October, FIFA will begin volunteer team tryouts. Vancouver will host 7 games and Toronto hosts 6 games starting next June. Applicants must be over 18 to apply. And a reminder, this segment is now on YouTube. Just search CTV News Red Deer.
Bit of a change in the forecast for Wednesday. We'll start off with a slight chance of showers in the morning, but as we progress throughout the day and into the afternoon, we see rain and a risk of thunderstorms. We could see about 5 to 10 millimeters as we go throughout the day. Also, the winds will pick up, windy as we go throughout Wednesday, and then things settle down for Thursday. Here's a closer look at your Red Deer forecast.